only safe depositories. We, the people, are the only people that can guarantee our freedom, not the government, the people. As encouraged by our own founding fathers, we must guard our most valuable asset, our freedom. Our freedom cannot be preserved unless we reverse our dependence on government. Until we are willing to do more for ourselves and our community, our freedoms will continue to erode. So, how can we protect our freedom? The first thing that I would say is that we must assume responsibility. You know, government is only a reflection of the culture. President Garfield said that, T.S. Eliot said that, a number of leaders have said that. Government is only a reflection of the culture. In a February 2009 Rasmussen poll, 26% of Americans gave a favorable rating to Congress. Do you give a favorable rating to Congress?
Whoa!
But the same people in that poll that gave such a poor rating and think that Congress is corrupt and damaged are the same people that when there is a problem or a crisis, their response is what? Government must do something. No, they do not. That's right. They do not need to do something. It's called self-governance. I know by the mere fact that you are all here today that you love our country and that you love our freedom. We are here today not because we're radical. We're here today because we want to see our nation prosper and excel and to guard our freedom. But that means that we all must be active participants. To this end, I encourage you to know all your representatives. And that isn't just your president and your U.S. senator. That means your school board member, your county supervisor. They make more decisions that can obstruct your freedom than at any other level of government, and they determine what your kids learn. Know who your school board member is. Make sure you're registered to vote. And continue, as I know you have, to do the hard work of emails and protests and phone calls and sharing with your neighbor. So assume responsibility. The B is to build your community. If we do not take responsibility for building our community and helping the unemployed and helping the widow and helping the homeless, who's going to do that? That's right, we are. That's right, not government. We have to do that. But we have to be active participants. Build your community. And the last thing that I would leave you with, that I am sure that I can get everybody on board with, is let's create a movement. You know, it took a speech by Patrick Henry at St. John's Church just down the road to say, give me liberty, or, and a little Boston Tea Party. But we can start a movement here today at Chesterfield Fairgrounds by being committed to saving our freedom. Be involved and exercise your rights, your fundamental, God-given, unalienable rights to free speech, free association. In 2004, in the Gore-Bush elections, only 43% of evangelicals voted. Only 43%. There has been a silent majority that is too long, and we conservatives and believers in freedom have got to speak out, have got to go to the ballot box, and have got to speak to to our friends and neighbors. So I would close with this. Let's agree on principles. Let's agree on message. Let's agree to be committed to our cause of freedom and rights. Let's agree that the battle isn't too long, that the relationships aren't too challenging, and that the personal sacrifice isn't too large. Let's agree that what our country needs is not more government involvement, but more of our involvement.
Freedom!
Let's agree that freedom is always preferred to a heavy hand of government. And finally, let's agree that Virginia, the birthplace of our freedom, the birthplace of so many of our founding fathers, that Virginia is for lovers of freedom. Thank you.
Jamie Radtke. I'm a little confused by this. Jamie is female. We have another female coming up, and I see a lot of women here and a lot of non-white people. I thought it was just white men that were supposed to be here. Oh my golly, women can be conservative too, and non-white people, who knew it? Oh my golly, those people can love freedom too. Holy moly, unbelievable. Up next, Tabitha Hale. Our next speaker is on the board of directors for Smart Girl Politics. It's a conservative columnist at pinkelephantpundit.com, the host of Raisin Hale on RFC Radio.